Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we just keep a close eye on Barry's simmering rage. Because it is right below the surface.
It is barely below the surface.
No one gets to go in the basement at his house because we don't know what's down there.
We don't know what's down there. We're not sure what Barry's doing in his free time. What was it? The Mr. Chicken Killer?
Mr. Chick Killer.
Mr. Chick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what he's doing with the chicken. I'm not sure what he's doing with bodies. Allegedly. I need eyes on Olivia at all times because I don't trust this man to not go across country and.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Kim. Kim or Olivia are not safe.
You know the Emmys were just announced.
Correct.
Well, they were announced a little too early because we needed to include the scene where Ethan tells his family he's breaking up with Olivia. We need to include some of those reactions in the Emmy nominations.
Right.
Like Lydia, who now looks like Mrs. Beadle.
Yeah, she does. She looks like Mrs. Beadle or a librarian from, 1890.
Yes. Yeah. She's standing there trying not to smirk. I wanted to slap it right off her face. And then we have, I think Mariah was the only one who could act because Mariah seemed genuinely upset about it.
She did. She did.
Mr. Chick Killer Barry was trying to hide his smirk.
These people could not have been more thrilled about this if they tried.
I wanted to do a group slap, just
across
line them
the
up
way.
And I just slap you right down the line. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Isaac looks like he couldn't be fussed to be there at all.
Isaac is like... And
Why do I have to put up with these people?
Was a pretty good actor through it. Yeah. Ethan, I have thoughts on him. We'll get there. But he is dead to me now.
I know. Okay. I know.
No guitar playing in the world could change this.
Even when he and Olivia were talking at the apartment, there was this guitar just taunting you. And it didn't do a thing for you.
Didn't do a thing for me. Nope.
I really don't like him unshaven. He looks like a child.
I agree.
Yeah,
this was a good episode, though.
This was a really good episode. A lot of shit happened here.
I think every episode's going to be good.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I like everyone has said, we've talked to many of our friends about this. I'm just here to watch Olivia burn all this shit down to the ground. And to go live her best life.
Olivia is stunning. Can we talk about it? What is that hair, Amanda?
What is that hair? Half the time it had like that perfectly like coiffed waves. And then half the time it looked like what I think my hair will look like if I braid it and then take the braids out. That like kind of not curly.
I love you, right? You know I love you very much.
Yes.
Your hair's not going to look like that.
No, it will never look like that. But it's what I think my hair will look like.
Okay. I'm just
it's what I imagine will happen.
It's my job as your friend to just kind of bring you back to reality.
My hair will never look like that. No.
Listen,
but I think
your hair is much better than my hair. But it's not Olivia hair, my love.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
Tell you this.
One of my notes, and we'll get there, is can Olivia come here and teach me how to do her makeup, do my makeup as flawlessly as she does?
Yes.
Because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of that works.
I'm here for all of it. I have some new nicknames that I'm going to roll out today. Miss Beadle's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally could not wait to wake up and talk to you about this today.
I know. I couldn't either. Watching it last night and doing my notes, I was like, oh boy.
We need to do a live watch at some point because it is, I have so many thoughts and screams going through my brain
as it's happening.
As I'm watching it.
God, where this family has gone, this is not the show that Kim and Barry thought that they'd be having.
No.
At all. No. They thought they'd just be showing the world what their nice little homeschooled life looks like. And the kids just learned about soda. And so it's funny. And they don't know who Tim Brady. Ooh. See, I apparently don't even know who Tom Brady is.
Who's Tim Brady?
I don't know.
I hope he's nicer than Tom Brady, who's a total dickbag.
Okay. So I'm an Eagles fan. So I am,
So you have to hate Tom Brady.
I have to hate Tom Brady. I have to hate. The order of operations is you have to hate the Cowboys the most as an Eagles fan.
Oh, I disagree with that. I think it's the Giants.
It's the Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
And then it's the Redskins, who aren't the Redskins anymore. They're the Commanders or the whatever.
Okay, I'm going to take umbrage with this because I am also a lifelong Eagles fan.
And then the Giants.
It is the Giants, the Cowboys. The Redskins aren't even on the map.
No, they're on the map.
Less about them.
They're on the map. But also you have to hate the Patriots because they're a bunch of cheaters.
Everybody has to hate the Patriots.
Everybody has to hate the Patriots. Yeah. So I have hated Tom Brady for a very long time because he was the quarterback of the Patriots. But more than that, I hate him because he looks like he's got totally dead eyes. Like there's something wrong with him. You look at him, dead eyes. And it's like, it's unsettling to look at him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I see that. I see that.
Yeah. Not into it.
As
I like know next to nothing about football.
I know. I was a huge Eagles fan most of my life. Like diehard because my dad is.
Yeah. Same my dad.
Mm-hmm. And my mom's a huge Giants fan.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
So I grew up right in the middle of this NFC East rivalry.
When I started dating, so Todd and I started dating in June of 2020. And so September comes and he's at my house for the first football game of the season. And I'm like, it'll be fun. I'm going to make us football snacks. And, because it was fall of 2020. You couldn't do anything. You had to make anything fun you could. And so I'm in my kitchen and I'm making my little snacks. I am making a bloomin' onion in an air fryer. If that's not 2020, I don't know what the fuck is.
Okay.
And all of a sudden he starts screaming at the TV and I'm like, ugh, I'm in love with yell at football guy.
Okay.
I'm in love with yell at the TV football guy.
Oh, I'm a yell at the TV football girl.
Yeah. You and Todd would have fun.
I really don't watch anymore though.
Yeah. I only watched
the CTE watching. And the helmets cracking. It's hard for me.
It is. It's hard for me too.
It's hard for me to watch.
My dad is a diehard Eagles fan. Like I got him a framed copy of the front page of the Inquirer the day they won the Super Bowl. Like he's good. But I asked him one time because, he's a physician who deals with physical medicine and rehabilitation. Like he deals with people with head injuries. And I was like, would you let your kid play football? He's like, no way. No way. He's like, I would have when you were a kid.
Right.
I would not
know
now.
too much now.
We know
right.
too much.
It's different. No. It's different. Yeah.
I said, does that make it hard to watch? He's like, not really. I can kind of divorce myself from it. He also loves boxing.
You know how I feel about that. I fast forward all the boxing scenes in Rocky movies.
I know. You do not enjoy a blood sport.
I love Rocky movies. I don't watch the boxing scenes.
No. Well,
I
actually, you like blood if it's
up going, Adrian!
You enjoy that. You enjoy blooded if it's like Viking related, not boxing related.
Go and slaughter the entire country.
Right, you're into that.
Yes, yeah. But
you're
it
really weird.
Feels fake.
Yeah, because it is fake.
The boxing doesn't feel fake to me.
Yeah. You probably did not enjoy $1 Million Baby.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
That was a hard movie to watch. It was a great movie, but a hard movie to watch.
It was a great movie. I agree. I mean, it was no Titanic at the end of the day.
I mean, what is, Amy?
What is? You've never commented that Titanic is on my twin flame board.
Oh, I haven't. I mean, I know it's there. I haven't. I don't know.
The movie, the ship itself.
The ship itself. Yeah, no, I get it. I tend to focus much more on the Helter Skelter. I don't know why.
The Titanic is on my twin flame.
As is Bob Durst.
Hey, you watch your tone.
David Koresh.
You watch your tone.
I know you miss that little guy.
Oh, I do miss that little guy. All right. Are we ready?
Let's do this.
Welcome to Plathville Season 6, Episode 2.
We don't have
no title. I'm going to make it up. Let me see. Let's just call it Barry Simmering Rage.
Barry Simmering Rage. They don't tend to be quite that on the nose with the titles, but it could work.
He got some real good digs in at Kim.
Oh, yes, he did. So. Yeah. Well, and Ken got some real good digs in on Barry. But we'll get there.
We'll get to Ken.
We'll get to, are we going to continue your pattern of calling him David Duke?
No, I have a new name for him.
Oh, okay, good. We'll get there.
I'm going to roll that out. And I'm not going to call him Ken. Because he does not deserve to be adjacent to the Gypsy Rose universe.
No, he does not at all. So we're going to do this by locations of where we are around the world. Do you have a preference of who we end with?
No. You decide.
Okay, we'll just go in the order I'm going then.
All right.
So 2 things. 1, Moonglow is definitely the name of the boat.
Oh,
we got a good view of it.
Okay.
But we're ditching Moonglow. That's not what this boat is called. This is Scruffy the tugboat. This
Get ready
is
to send
Scruffy
you
the
something for a later scene.
Okay, this is Scruffy the tugboat.
Scruffy the tugboat.
Do you remember Scruffy the tugboat?
No.
Oh my God. Okay,
I thought it was just a funny name. Okay,
no, it was a little kid's book. Do you remember all those like Golden Spine
I know exactly
books?
who you're talking about. It was red.
Yes,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Scruffy the tugboat.
Yes,
Who,
I
like,
thought it was a cartoon I missed, but yes, I remember the book.
And his whole job was just to pull things around.
Yeah, he tugs boats in from the ocean. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you how we had a dog named Pokey Little Puppy?
Oh, after the book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute.
Pokey Little Puppy was a fucking menace. Pokey Little Puppy.
I see.
Came home, fell into the sewer as soon as he got home as a puppy. Had to be fished out by a neighbor. He ate a screen door. He ate the crotch out of all my mom's pantyhose. He ate.
Whoa. Back up. Just the crotch?
Just the crotch, apparently.
This dog's a menace.
He ate like my yellow slicker raincoat. He used to take me and like throw me against the wall.
Oh my God.
The dog was a fucking menace.
It sounds like Blackjack.
Well, that Blackjack is a menace as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, Pokey Little Puppy got out and came in contact with a moving car. Just put it that way. And my mom had to, because my parents were still married. I was a little kid. And my mom had to call my dad at his store and tell him what happened. And she said, I have good news and I have bad news. Which do you want first? And he goes, okay, I'll take the bad news. And says, Pokey Little Puppy got hit by a car. And he goes, what's the good news? And she said, it's over. They were being so terrorized by this
nightmare's over. Oh,
poor Pokey Little Puppy.
R.I.P. Pokey Little Puppy.
Pour one out for Pokey Little Puppy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, but I named him because he looked like the Pokey Little Puppy.
Okay.
So that's fine. Anyway, so let's start with Ethan and Olivia in Victoria, Minnesota.
I have a hot, wild take on them.
Oh, do you want to share it now or later?
Yes, I want to share it now.
Go for it.
I think Ethan is faking this.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. But tell me your thoughts.
I do. I don't know. It's just I'm looking at him and one of two things is happening. Either he is so uncomfortable with the emotions that he's feeling
ding, ding, ding.
that he doesn't know how to be on camera with them, or B, they have long resolved this and he's acting it out for the show and he's not a good actor.
I don't think so. I think it's not even that he can't even do this on television. I don't think he knows how to sit with these feelings, period. I don't think he knows how to sit with emotion.
Okay. All right.
At all. This
Guys,
is so
come
painful
at us
to watch.
if you think this is fake.
Yeah.
Or if you think it's just so
Team fake or team Ethan is emotionally stunted. Which one are we on?
I mean, I think they're both true.
They're both.
He is emotionally stunted as well.
Yes.
But come at me if you think he's faking. Amanda thinks he's not. Let's hear what the people have to say. Okay. I need my little, I got this, but it's not going to work.
No, it's not quite right.
That's the Law and Order thing.
Yeah.
I need a.
Yeah, we need a gavel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get you a gavel. I'll get you a gavel. Okay. So we pick right up where we left off with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ethan can't accept this. And Olivia's like, okay, can we just like be done with this? Like the lease is ending. We got to do something here. I flew up here. We have the whole camera crew here just so we can film this. Can we just be fucking done?
But I don't know what she wants done.
She wants.
Should she pull out the papers? Like, are they with her?
I don't think she has the papers. I think what she thinks they need to do is go to a mediator and just have someone write this all up for them.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
But
she was also leaving the next day, so I don't know when she thought this was. What is that company that you can like buy all the legal forms from? LegalZoom. Maybe they were just going to fire up ye old LegalZoom and put up their divorce, right?
And
like
what are their assets that they have to split? Is it?
I think it's cars, because I think marital money came and paid for those cars.
Okay.
They made money off this show. There's money there somewhere.
She said an asset. I'm wondering if it's the house in Cairo. I wonder if they rented it out.
Maybe they bought a house.
We never really saw them sell it.
Oh, that's true. We never did see them sell it.
You know what I mean? I wonder, because she said an asset, like one.
Maybe it's the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because they rented in Florida. They didn't buy the house.
Right. They rented in Florida, and obviously they're renting in Minnesota. So I don't know. And so I just said Ethan is not okay. I really believe he is not okay.
Yeah.
And like you can also see that she has a ton of empathy for him, but she is donezo in the bunzo.
She is done.
And I remember this feeling so so crystal clear.
Yeah.
Like I can get back into that feeling of just being done and having a partner who can't accept it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I said, she's the only adult in this room. He's not an adult. He doesn't know how to be an adult.
No, he doesn't.
Because his parents fucked him over.
As he was doing this, like, can we just make this work? I want to punch him in the face.
Like, no,
it is not fair of him to do that to her. Let's just put my theory aside that it's all fake.
Okay.
It is not fair of him to do this, and I want to punch him in the face.
It's not kind. It's not loving.
No.
And we go back and forth between the two of them talking and real awkwardly with the guitar there, trying to tempt you, but it's not.
I know
and talking heads. And the producer asks Ethan in a talking head if he thought he'd change, when he thought he'd change his mind. And it didn't happen until he saw her, which I believe it. I believe she walked in the room and he was like, I don't want this to end. Well, first of all, she walks in, looks like a fucking smoke show.
Yeah, she got rid of the business attire.
Right. She looks much better now.
Yeah.
Just in her little keds and her. Oh God.
She still doesn't know how to dress though, as we'll talk about it later when she goes out.
She could do a little bit better clothes wise, but I want her to come teach me how to do her makeup and her hair.
She's just a beautiful woman. She really
beautiful.
is.
Oh God. And Ethan doesn't want this divorce. Olivia does. And I'm like, sorry, dude. Like,
yeah,
it sucks to be you, but this is what's going to happen.
He wants what's easy. You know what I mean? He just wants what's easy, and that's it.
And I don't blame it. I mean, I don't blame him because I understand that feeling. I've been in that situation.
Sure. Yes.
You just kind of like want to emotionally bypass the whole situation.
Yep.
Just be done. And he can't do that here. And I don't know if you picked it up. She clearly had talking points written on her phone.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Because she kept like looking down at her phone.
Okay.
And then she would say something. I think she kind of got everything she wanted to say written down. She didn't read him a speech, but I think she knew like this would be really emotionally charged. And so she just wanted to have like the things she was coming back to.
Well, and what makes me irate is if we take what she has said, that he made this list, that on this list was that their children would have to be raised in this fucked up religion.
Yeah. And a cult. Let's call it a cult because it is.
How just, I don't know what the word is, but gross, I guess, that you think you could put all these demands on somebody and they're going to deal with it and they're going to come back to you. Like, no, this is the repercussions of what you have done. Olivia was willing to ride this out with you. She loved you, but you had to start grasping for control. And I think the manosphere got a hold of him.
No, I think the manosphere totally got a hold of them. And who was I listening to talk about them? I don't know if it was you and Mary Payne, I think, talking. It was somebody was talking about basically he's become a Trumper. He's gone all MAGA, and which is a big part of this as well.
Oh, I think this was Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. Okay.
Yeah,
yes. Kyle and Kim were talking about this. Yes.
Kyle was saying that he probably got red pilled. I don't doubt that.
Oh, yeah. I think he was born red pilled, and it's just gotten worse and worse.
There's a lot of toxic shit out there, guys, especially for a young white Christian man who feels wronged by women.
It happened to Cody.
Yeah.
He got red pilled too. And I mean, he even says it, I was trying to figure out how to manage my divorce and he wound up on fucking 4chan. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. And Olivia is super emotional because you can tell she has empathy for Ethan. She doesn't hate him.
No, she doesn't.
She still has.
I think she feels bad for him. Yeah.
I think she does. I think she really does. And, she says his indecision about this confirms her decision. Yes. Because the whole marriage was full of indecision, and it's the inconsistency of his behavior.
Yep.
He was all for exploring the world and doing things, but you had to be friends with my family, but you had to do this, or maybe we can be away from my family, but no, now we need you back with my family.
Right. And then, I'm supportive of your lifestyle. I'm supportive of you, attending gay weddings and but then I read something on the internet and then I realize I can't be, and I need to be angry again. And I need to assert my power and my authority. Like, I could imagine this is
exhausting.
They need to take all the phones and computers away from him.
Yes. Yeah. Can we just put him put him on MILF Manor?
Yeah.
Where they have no internet? That might be a good place for him. And, she felt loved, not loved, supported, not supported. And she just couldn't live like that. And we talk about the myth of moving on easily, that I call it. And he's like, how could you have moved on so easily and quickly? And she doesn't think it's easy so much as she's just forcing herself to confront this and go through it so she can get to the other side. Olivia has done work on herself.
Yeah.
And continues to do work on herself.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about this before. It can appear in a breakup that the other person has moved on quickly if you haven't. And I don't think that's what happens. Right. I think she's still working through her feelings about this divorce and this marriage and what that all means.
Well,
but she knows she has to feel it to get past it.
I agree with you. And I think her journey of struggling with this marriage and getting out of this marriage started much earlier than his.
Yeah. Because she'd done a lot of the processing by the time they said we're splitting up.
Right. Because she was struggling with this for years and he was just sweeping it under the carpet. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Like he was looking very, on the surface. This is about my parents and you not liking my parents and them not liking you. Olivia's been struggling with this for like years.
Yeah. And here's what I think happened. Olivia's family, and she's talked about it, were, as strict as the Plaths were, her family was like next level strict.
Yep.
And next level.
She says they were worse than the Plaths.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like cuckoo magoo.
Yep.
All of that. And so what I think happened is she left her family. Mm-hmm. She winds up with the Plaths and sees like, oh, it doesn't have to be as rigid as my family was. It's still really rigid, but it's a little less.
Yeah.
And then she started traveling the world and saw other people living with even less rigidity.
Yeah.
And it just went from there. And Ethan just like lives in this little bubble.
Well, and she's talked about this in interviews. She has said like the number one thing that ended my marriage to Ethan. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. The number one thing that pushed her out of her religion, which inevitably ended the relationship with Ethan. But the number one thing that pushed her out of her religion was seeing people who were living quote unquote in sinful ways that she was taught, who were perfectly normal, loving, fine people.
Yes.
And she realizing was like, wait, I was taught to hate all of these people, that they were immoral and that they were sinners, and they're not. No. They're great.
They're great. And they're happy and they're living their life and they're exploring. And she just wanted all of that. So I said, can she teach me how to do such flawless makeup? That would be great. And he just keeps asking her, can we make this work? Can we make this work? And
which is unfair.
Like, it's unfair. It is unfair. And she just silently shakes her head like, no, Ethan's trying not to cry. And he
needs to be like Ken from Gypsy Rose and let Olivia go if you love her.
If you love her, set her free.
The righteous thing.
Sure can.
Sure can.
I can't wait to record Gypsy Rose with you. Oh boy. And he's like, we just need to wait a few more months. And Olivia's like, no, like we just need to end this and be done.
Yeah, he wants to kick the can down the road. Like nothing is, are you going to unred pill yourself if we wait a few months? Because that's the only way this is going to be fixed.
Right. You were going to go to intensive therapy, never talk to your family again, leave your religion, stop hating gay people.
Stop looking on the internet.
Stop hating gay people. The fact that he said if he had a gay child, he would abandon that child it's so despicable.
As the mother of a queer kid, like you need to love your queer kids.
Yes.
If not harder than your non-queer kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not easy.
It's not easy. Let me say, if you are curious as to where we got that information, Olivia has confirmed that on her Instagram. So we're using her information. Mm-hmm. She claims that he said one of the restrictions would be if they had a queer child that they would be disowned by their father.
Yeah. And Olivia was like, oh, fuck no.
And in that moment, Ethan was dead to me. I mean, I was already last season with the get in the kitchen and cook 3 meals a day really set me over the edge.
Right.
But this was the final.
Yeah. No
guitar in the world could bring me back to this. No.
My next point is, Amy, the guitar is there just torturing you.
Nope.
And Ethan says he just can't do this today. And I said, he can't handle anything.
He can't do it any day. Can't do it any day.
No.
She needs a good lawyer.
She does. She needs to call up a lawyer, have someone draw up the papers of what she thinks is an equitable distribution. And I actually don't think she has any interest in screwing him out of anything.
No, I don't either.
I really don't.
She makes more money than him.
She makes more money than him for sure. But she's like, this is my last day in Minnesota and I don't know what to do. And she wants to move forward, but she can't do that without Ethan doing his part in ending this. And I said, then we see her trying to leave the apartment and it is so fucking awkward watching her try to leave. And she's just so frustrated. And
Yeah.
I've been there. It sucks. I know I've mentioned it before. When I left my second marriage, like I had to tell my ex-husband like 4 or 5 times that we were breaking up.
Yeah.
Because he just didn't get it. We like left marriage therapy where I said I wanted a divorce, and he came home that night. We came home and I said, "Are you cool sleeping in the guest room?" And he looked at me like, "Why? Why would I sleep in the guest room?" And I'm like, "Because we're not getting divorced.
Yeah.
We're not sleeping in the same bed anymore." Okay, let's go to Crawfordville, Florida. I have been to Crawfordville, Florida. I have a friend who lived there.
Okay. All right.
And we see Kim ATVing with Ken.
Okay, I'm sending you a picture.
Okay.
I was texting with Matt Marr about this last night because I couldn't text you.
Right.
Because I didn't want to spoil it. Now, I hope you know who these people are, and I don't have to explain this too hard.
Oh, yeah.
Kim and Ken have a Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine feel to them.
They do.
And Ken is Darth Vader. He's just riding around Darth Vader. And Kim is the Emperor. And she just runs everything. This is my new thing with them.
I can see it. I can completely see that.
Yep. Guys, I will put this picture in Backdoor Friends, our Facebook group. I mean, it just encapsulates their entire personality.
It does. It does. Yeah. Both of them. Oh, I hate both of these people.
I hate them so much. And how dare you try to replace Janelle Brown in my heart on an ATV? Fuck off.
Kim's not going on your twin flame born, but Janelle sure as fuck is staying.
Yes, she is on the ATV.
On the ATV. With her kimono tied to her belt loops so it didn't go flying. I love her so much. Did you see she bought like a bunch of property in
real cheap too. In North Carolina. Yeah.
Like 100 acres.
Yeah, it's got to be like $200,000.
Fucking nowhere.
Yeah. And she got it zoned agriculturally, so here we go.
Here we go. She's gonna have her little grow house.
Yep.
Oh God, I really do wish Janelle is just like a pot grower all day, every day.
Me
okay.
Too.
So, but this confirms they did not break up like we had hoped they had.
I know.
And she spends a good deal of time with him at his house because she's living there.
She lives there. She lives there. She lives there.
Kyle said like her legal address has been Ken's house for like 2 years.
Yeah, she lives there.
And he did say rightfully so. Just because that's your legal address doesn't mean that's where you live, but that's where. That's absolutely where she lives.
She lives with Darth Vader. The Emperor has to live with Darth Vader.
Yeah, they have to be together.
They have to rule the Death Star together.
Right. And they have to get energy off of each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. And she's loving this. And then we see Ken and I'm like, I hate his face. I hate his face. I hate his mumble.
Yes.
I hate everything about him.
Caption him because guys, if you don't know why we hate Ken, go to the Reddits and see why I call him Darth Vader.
This guy is not
as I have said last episode. I'm not talking like, oh, I support this presidential candidate, so we think he's a racist. No,
he like guy flat out says racist shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Like has used the N-word.
Has used the N-word on his Facebook wall. Like he's real
he's a
gross.
Piece of shit. He's trash. He's Darth Vader.
He's Darth Vader. So he's Darth Vader, no longer David Duke, now Darth Vader. Okay, got it. And so now we have to have a really fake conversation. They got their their cue cards from the producer.
Yep. Hold on, let me get it.
Yep. Ken
I'll be Kim. I'll be Kim.
Okay.
I'll be Kim.
Kim.
Okay. So, Darth.
End scene. We're done. So, Darth. Yes, Emperor.
I'm crying.
Oh God.
Okay, ready.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt you.
I believe you have the first line asking me about my divorce.
So, Emperor, how has the divorce been going moving forward?
Well, Darth, it seems like the divorce is taking longer than I expected, and Barry is not. Oh, I'm sorry. Barry is holding things up.
Ah, I see. So this is all Barry's fault. Yeah, I mean, this is the fakest fucking thing I've ever seen. So Ken talks about the fact that he asked Kim to move in with him to save money, but he was surprised when she didn't, because we have to actually say out loud that she doesn't live with him.
Yep, we had to say it on camera.
Right,
Yep.
but she does, but he's happy. She got, Scruffy the tugboat because it makes her happy.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she'll never again date a guy without ATVs. And he loves that she's an outdoors girl, and they love the same things. I'm like being racist assholes.
Okay. First of all, this divorce, these two are petty motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, they are.
She is nickel and diming him for everything, and he is sitting there in the power position
with a big bag of money going, nope.
Yep, and a big old boner. And he's like, nope, you're not getting this, you're not getting that. You're not getting $34 for that antique crystal piece. You're getting $17.50 because we're splitting it.
Everything down the middle.
Oh, it is the petty. Their divorce lawyer, you know what it is? It's reminiscent of the couple who had to sit in court and split up their Beanie Babies.
Oh, yes.
Very similar. It's the pettiest fucking divorce ever.
I found a whole fucking box of Beanie Babies when I was moving out of my old house. My Charlie's,
you didn't get them in the divorce?
Charlie's mother kept giving me fucking Beanie Babies because I think I said one was cute once.
Okay.
And so they just kept coming and coming and coming. And when I was moving and I found a box of them, I was texting Charlie photos of them. I'm like, look what I fucking found. All those goddamn Beanie Babies your mother gave me. And he's like, we need to start going through those. I think they could be worth something. Not because he was trying to take the money from me, but he's like, go get yours. And I'm like, yeah. They're now in a box in my garage. Maybe I'll do something with them someday, or I'll just throw them out because I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, you and Todd will have to have a huge fight over them in court if you ever get divorced. So hang on to them.
Okay, I'll hang on to them. The couple split up their Beanie Babies.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
Kim says that the girls love spending time with her and Ken, and I'm like, do they? Okay. I don't think so. Well,
I don't love being around Darth Vader as a kid.
Yeah,
I'll never forget when he took his helmet off.
It was terrifying with the barnacle head.
Yes, terrifying.
The barnacle head? No, not good.
Yes, no.
Here's the thing. I don't think anybody gives a shit what the three little girls want. No one's paying attention to them at all.
No, it's really sad. These kids are just lost in all of this.
It really is.
Barry only cares about it when the camera's here.
Right.
The other times he's quote unquote down the basement. I don't know what he's doing.
Or Mr. Chick.
Don't know what he's doing, but there's a lot of padlocks on that basement door. I'm just saying.
So Ken and Kim start this big fire, and I'm like, this doesn't feel safe to me.
No.
This does not feel safe at all. No. It'd be great if in Crawfordville, Florida, we found out there was this major forest fire that was started by Kim.
And they were sitting there like just touching her tips of her fingers going to burn it all down. Burn it all down, Vader. What I love is Darth is like, sir. Like there's a lot of people, Darth Maul, Darth, Yeah. So why would she call him Darth? She would call him Vader.
Vader, yes. I believe Vader is his Christian name. I believe Darth is a title. I believe. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, God. One can barely, I said, can barely understand a word Ken says because he's. And actually, I'm okay with that because I don't want to hear a fucking word he says.
Dale on King of the Hill.
Yeah, I don't want to hear what he has to say. He's not a good person.
No.
Kim says that living with Kian would have been fun, but she wants to get past the divorce so that she can just plan her life and live on Scruffy the tugboat.
She wants to admit finally that she's living with him.
Exactly.
She's got to keep up this ruse until that happens.
Exactly. And so now we have the staged convo about the divorce because, as a couple, they would never have had this conversation before.
No,
what happens is every time Kim has to deal with Barry, she comes home to Ken and just bitches up a storm about Barry.
Kim is the pettiest bitch. You don't want to cross her.
No. And she says she's just waiting on Barry to get back to her about something.
Yeah,
okay?
Money.
It's all money. And then she says it's been over 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. This will drag out because I'm telling you.
They have finally filed.
Yeah. He found a pack of markers And he's like, I'm giving you $1 for this pack of markers. And she's like, I want $1.75 because they were $3.50. Did I do that math right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're fighting over it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is how, because remember, we saw a little bit of this when she was splitting up the things in the house. Like, that train set was my dad's. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Remember that whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm telling you, this is wild.
This is wild.
I left my marriage. I'm sure you've left marriages this way. You're just like, I'll leave with the fucking clothes on my back as long as I get out of this.
All I cared about in my marriage, in my divorces, was keeping my house. That's the only thing I cared about. You could have had any
house when I got divorced. Luckily,
you could have had any fucking thing in the house. I just wanted my house.
Yep.
And that's how it works. So, it's 2 years. She's trying not to focus on it as she gets frustrated about how long it's taking. And this is just all about money. And Kenny says,
Whoa, no.
That makes him seem nice. He's not nice. Vader says he will continue to wait. It'll be fine. Kim talks about how quickly she moved on to date him. And the kids weren't into it at first, but now she feels like they've really come around. And I'm like, why do I doubt that? Why do I think that's not what actually happened?
Some of these kids like him, but the older kids hate his guy. Micah hates this guy.
Big time. You know who really hates him? Lydia.
Oh, yeah. Lydia hates him.
But she plays nice because Lydia can't ever be. Not good. And Ken thinks that the more they get to know him, the more they'll realize how immature he is.
He's just a barrel of laughs when he's steering the Death Star into a planet, an instant planet.
And the only one who hasn't come around on Ken is Barry. And Kim thinks that it'll be, once Barry gets his own girlfriend, it'll be fine.
Oh, Barry's never gonna like this guy.
No.
Barry will forever see this guy. Because remember, Barry was friends with this guy. This guy was friends with the family.
Right.
Barry, it's the ultimate betrayal. Barry is never gonna shake this guy's hand.
Nope. And now we have to have some story about how, Ken always tries to be the good guy and comes out and shakes his hand and tries
fuck right off.
And Barry won't put up with it.
Here I am defending Barry Plath.
I know.
Jesus.
What have you people done to us? And she just wants them to be all adults and talk and hang out one day. But Barry needs to get laid for that to happen, apparently.
Well, maybe you should have looked outward instead of fucking your son's boss when you picked the new boyfriend.
Right. Yes. Let's not forget Isaac's boss.
Yeah. And let's not forget Kim married for 100 years and just starts banging somebody in the a friend of the family. She's not doing any self-work. She's not dating around. She's not, as Tony would say, tasting all the ice cream flavors.
Right.
She is simply just now going to move into this guy.
Yep.
And she'll probably be with him for 75 years.
Oh, I think she'll be with him till the end of time. But my last point on this, I said, this guy is just fucking dull as dishwater. There is nothing remotely interesting about this
The Emperor is the
person.
one with the real power. That's the whole dynamic between Vader and the Emperor.
So boring. Okay, let's go to a happier place, Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to get Ace and Caitlin on finding Lydia Grace.
Yeah, she's close.
Yes, boots on the ground, guy. They don't listen to us, but boots on the ground, go. So she's going to visit, Olivia's going to visit Lydia Grace. And they're doing yoga together and commiserating about their newfound singlehood. So if we remember last season, Lydia shows up with her boyfriend. They are no longer either. But you could kind of tell they were on the outs.
Right.
And it's been 9 months since Olivia and Ethan split up. And she'd always wanted to move to California. So she moved to LA for a fresh start. And it feels...
The promised land.
I know. She says it feels temporary. She doesn't think she'll be in LA forever, but it feels like a great place to just kind of sit, get herself together, work on herself. She likes being near the ocean. She's still traveling and working. And I'm like, this sounds amazing. And I wish I would have had the money to do this after my divorce. Get the hell out and just go be. And also... It's terrible she has no relationship with her parents, but that makes all these things so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't have those shackles on.
Right. And the two sisters talk about being single after such long relationships. And Olivia thinks that she should be ahead of Lydia in kind of her process and being out in the world because she's older. But she's kind of going, but she's also, I'm cool going at my own pace.
Yeah. You have to go at your own pace.
Yeah. They rehash the Minnesota trip. Olivia says it wasn't terrible, but it was not great. And she just wants to be divorced, but she knows why Ethan is pushing it off because he can't process it. So she has empathy. And she cares about him deeply, but she's frustrated and, about how things turned out and how he's dragging his feet. And, she's like, I still have to go back to Minnesota one more time to get this divorce done. And Lydia talks about her breakup, and she was done before they ended, so it was easier to walk away from, which was my experience. I was the one who started the process of both of my divorces. I had done a lot of processing to get to that point, as opposed to my husbands, who were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I got you.
What? But Olivia feels like she's divorced in her heart. They just need to get the paperwork done. And she says she did everything she could. She has zero doubts about how hard she tried. Like, she did it all.
Yeah.
And she stayed longer than she should. And now her life is really peaceful. And it makes her realize just how chaotic and messy it was being with Ethan.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, I can.
Well, and
but
the whole
it's
family drama had to
Yeah.
take up so much space in her brain and their relationship. And it was like, so then, then she's stuck giving him an ultimatum of not being with his family. And that sucks too. And it's like, it wasn't going to work.
It wasn't going to work. And the one thing she says is she now realizes just how unsafe she felt in her marriage.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
And I think she just means
emotionally unsafe. I don't think
there's
Ethan would ever lay hands on
indication
her.
of any kind of physical. No.
There are some people we talk about on these shows that I feel like they've laid hands on each other. I don't feel like that's at all the case for these two.
No.
And they talk about marriage again. Lydia's got a big old box of condoms on her dresser.
Lydia is
getting it.
He's getting it.
Get it, girl. And Olivia pointed out the big box of condoms like no less than 3 times. Yeah. Like, you can tell she's kind of like scandalized still, because she's still deconstructing all of this. And processing what all this means. And Lydia's like, yeah, here's the deal. Don't have to be married to have sex.
Yeah, you don't.
Which is mind-blowing for both of them.
Right, because that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
These communities are teaching children, like, you have to get married at 17 or 18 because your natural urge to want to have sex with somebody is wrong unless you're married.
Unless you're married, exactly. And it's so fucked. And Olivia wants to try dating, but she's kind of freaked out by dating, and because she's never dated. And she's like saying to Olivia things like, how do you let men touch you and buy you drinks? I can't even imagine what that's like.
Olivia's going to have no problem.
Olivia has a boyfriend now.
Yes. Because her DMs were probably on fire.
Oh, I'm sure.
Literally, she would pick up her phone and be hot.
I have DM'd her, but she hasn't responded.
Oh,
I slid into her DMs.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But, I love her. And she says casual connections are hard for her. Same. I am not good at I've had my slutty summers before. I've banged around with a lot of people, but the older I get, the less good that felt to me.
Yeah.
And
I was never able to do that.
Yeah. I'm with, but Lydia seems to be able to, which there's no shame in that. Yeah. Some people are great at that. And some people are not. And
no, I wish I was built that way. My best friend from childhood, Jen, who I was very close with throughout my whole divorce, she was built like that.
Okay.
And I always envied that in her.
Yeah.
Like, she could just, kind of go out there, be casual, come home, nothing.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh, are we getting married? Where's my wedding dress?
We had sex last night. Get me to David's bridal time and book the whole thing.
Yes.
And she said she can't wait for Lydia to come visit her in LA so they can do this together. And like, these two are just so cute. I'm so glad they have each other.
It's like Lydia, Grace, and Olivia just exploring the world.
Yeah, it's that's a buddy movie I would watch.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, that's not Christine and Janelle like making their roles. I would watch this buddy movie though.
Yes, agreed.
And Lydia said she's just not a relationship person, and Olivia wants to find her soulmate. And she said finding her soulmate may be hard, but she knows that'll happen when I'm ready.
Or you can find a soulmate.
A soulmate, right? Because you can have more than one. Yeah. And Jess, backdoor friend Jess, is apparently upset that you and I are soulmates because they feel like Jess and I are soulmates. I said we can all be soulmates. It's
okay.
fine.
Yeah. I'm in.
I know you'd be in. So now we see Olivia and Lydia go into a tarot card reader.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You have thoughts?
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay, hit me.
Well, go ahead. I'll drop them.
You'll interject your thoughts as they happen, and it was really interesting how Olivia talked about this. Like, she has no idea what to expect. She's kind of scared, but she's also excited. But she said she's really trying to dismantle any prejudices she had. She wants to try everything that she was told was bad to like experience it for herself and make her own decisions about whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, which is great.
This is great.
It's
I mean, as long as
critical
she doesn't,
thinking. It's critical thinking.
as long as she just doesn't do it with heroin. Like, as long as we're being safe about the things
Do
we're
it with
trying.
heroin. As long as she tries it and doesn't like it.
What if she likes it and then she winds up on love after lockup?
That was always my greatest fear. I never want to do like certain drugs because I'd be
Yeah.
like, I know me.
Oh, yeah.
And no.
I'd be a meth head in a New York second.
Can't happen. Can't even open that door.
No. And so she's like soaking this all in, and she's you can tell she has no idea what she's going on. The lady's putting the cards out, and I mean, I have.
Oh, she has tarot cards?
Sure fucking do.
Oh, I only have next to me a bust of JFK. I don't have tarot cards.
That might be and here's the thing, I could also very likely have a bust of JFK next to my tarot cards like that. This embodies both of us. I'm here for it. Okay. So so she has no idea what's going on. So the woman starts doing the cards and she says Olivia has a long life to live and she's a water soul, which I think I am too.
All right, here we go. First of all.
Yes.
You know how I feel about this kind of stuff. But
I know.
This lady 100% watched this show. Like she's like and I think that I'm seeing in the cards here that you have an emotionally stunted husband. There's a problematic mother figure. Does she look like Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars? You have a father. I feel like your father has a dark secret in the basement. Or your father-in-law, your ex-father-in-law, sorry.
Maybe her father does too, who knows?
Did you recently move from a state that is our southernmost eastern state? Did you move to somewhere that rhymes with Binaboda?
Binaboda.
Does your husband like to wrench on cars? She's on the show. Stop it. God.
I believed everything she was saying.
I'm the worst person to go to these things.
I know, you're such
I'm
a
like,
skeptic.
Shut up. Not true.
You're such a skeptic.
I was raised to believe this. We know about Bozak.
I know.
All of that stuff. I was raised to believe in this stuff, but
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the problem was you saw what happened to Bozak after the exorcism, and then he was no good anymore. And
right.
You couldn't believe
unless
anymore.
You're possessed. You're not good at this.
What if this woman's possessed, though, Amy? We don't know.
I wasn't getting that vibe. See, here's what happened. When Bozak was possessed, my gram said she would go into his reading area, right?
Sure.
And he had like a receptionist, and she would make you take anything metal out of your purse.
Oh.
Because it would upset Bozak when he was possessed. So Graham said one day she does this, right? And then she goes into the reading room with him and he's like flipping out. And he's like, you stole something metal in your purse. And she's like, no, I don't. And here she found like she had a flashlight with a battery in it or something.
Oh, I see.
And she had to get rid of it. So this woman clearly was not having an aversion to metal. So she's fine.
Oh God, I love your Graham so much. I've never met this woman.
True story. Graham told me when I was a little kid.
I believe that. I completely believe that. So we're talking about Olivia loving water. Okay, great. And she has an angel guarding her.
Because this woman saw the show. And
they conclude that it's her brother that died. And you could tell that really like impacted Olivia and Lydia. They both really choked up.
Do we remember how he died? Wasn't it like an ATV accident?
It was like, I think he was hit by a car.
Okay.
Or some sort of car accident. All right. And so now we hear Olivia talking about her brother dying. And it happened just at the same time that she and Ethan were breaking up. And she went home. She went home for his funeral. And she said it was weird to see her parents and her older siblings who are still very much in the religious cult. And I've read her or heard her talk about this in other ways too. Like she and Lydia just were kind of alone in this at her brother's funeral with their whole family there. And she talks about like the crutch of religion. And she talks about how religion can bring people a lot of peace. Yeah. And I have had moments in my life where I've been like, I wish I believe.
Me too. So many. Like
because
I remember
it would help. I just
went to church. I went to church after 9/11. Like I was just kind of so like
freaked out. Yeah.
freaked out. I needed something. I needed some kind of weird comfort that I couldn't get anywhere else. And I went to church and I was very quickly like, this isn't doing it. But like I tried.
Yeah.
And I was always envious of I 100% understand why people turn to religion, especially when you lose somebody. Yeah.
I have a friend who has stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And she's our age, and it's fucking awful. It's just fucking awful. And she wrote a very long post just last night about the experience and the support group and how there's a lot of really Christian people there. And she's like, I kind of envy that. I envy that there's this something more. And she's like, it just isn't for me.
Right.
And it's interesting. But she says the not knowing is scary, which is why people use religion as this crutch. And she's like, I just don't want to do that. I want to actually feel and experience these things. The reader is asking why she senses abandonment, because she saw according to Amy, because she saw last season of the show. She knows what's happening.
Yeah.
And Olivia says that she's felt that in many areas of her
Amanda.
life.
Like, this is so general, right? Like, if I said to you, oh, I'm sensing abandonment in you, I'm sure there's some area in your life where
someone's abandoned me. Sure.
Yes. Sure. I could apply that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then she says that Olivia is meant to be married once and have 2 kids. And the reader says that her husband is set in his ways and they will have other relationships and they will reunite in 2 years.
Okay, I got to tell you something. My gram read my palm when I was a little kid.
Okay.
And
did Bozak teach her how to do this?
No, she learned this on her own.
Okay,
and she would read it. This was instead of gathering like around the television watching It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas.
She read your palm.
She would be reading our palms, everybody at the dining room table.
Awesome.
And she always told me 2 husbands, 2 kids.
Wow.
Always told me that.
Wow. There you go.
And that's what I got.
Well, I hope this woman is fucking wrong, because Olivia's like, oh, fuck no. Yeah. No. And
this was a different Olivia.
Yeah.
The Olivia outside the thing where she's like freaking out at the very thought of going back to Ethan was a little different Olivia.
I just love her so much. And the reader asks if there's a man in her life, and Olivia sensed that he could come back, and Olivia's like, not doing this again. But she's also like, I want to say that'll never happen, but I've said a lot of things in my life would never happen that have now happened. So but you can tell she's like, fuck no, not doing that. And the reader says that she can sense that she feels like a fool. And Olivia says that is part of her that is hurt. But that's also made her who she is. The reader asks if she's forgiven him, and she thinks she has. And she asks the reader if this can work even if people don't believe in it. And the reader's like, yeah, of course. Totally works.
Totally works.
Olivia also wants to know her accuracy rate.
I love this. This would be me.
Exactly. And the idea of remarrying Ethan is she's like, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I can't even imagine that.
Not happening.
And she's glad she did it with her sister so they could process it together.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason I put my next on in the middle. I don't know. We're going to come back though. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Mariah is working at a restaurant.
Okay, so I did I went to the Google Maps here. Okay, so it is, like she says, a 45-minute drive from Cairo to Tallahassee. It is a 40-minute drive from Tallahassee to St. Mark. So who would you rather live with?
Her dad. Well, I wouldn't want to live on that fucking boat.
No.
And have to go to the marina to shower or
she wants nothing to do with Kim.
No,
that's my theory.
Kim.
The older kids are all done with Kim. That's my theory.
Too. And so she's working a lot to save up to record her music, and she likes being a bartender. And then we have this weird video of her making a mint chocolate chip martini. You probably would like that.
No, I don't like martinis.
Okay, but you like sweet drinks.
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
Nope.
And
too classy for me.
Okay, got it.
Doesn't come out of a box.
I don't mock box wine. And this is forcing her to be social, and which isn't or whatever. Who gives a shit? She's working at a restaurant. Okay. Now we'll go to Cairo, Georgia.
Cairo.
And we have all of the kids home except the little girls because they're with with Mama. And they're playing games, and Barry just loves having all the kids come back to visit.
Oh, he really does.
It's really great having all my kids here.
Ignore those screams in the basement. That's just a bird outside.
I'm like, God, Lydia dresses like a fucking old lady.
She's Mrs. Beadle.
She is Mrs. Beadle.
Miss Beadle.
Right, because she was a spinster at 28.
Right.
Yeah. And they've just heard that Ethan is on his way to visit, and it's so great. Okay. So after seeing Olivia, Ethan says he wanted to get away and see his family, and her visit went terribly, and he feels like he's running away, but it's what he had to do, and he wonders if he should have just pulled off the Band-Aid of this divorce, but he couldn't. Yes, just pull off the fucking Band-Aid, dude.
Let's just
be
do
done.
This.
Be done. And he doesn't want to burden his family with what's going on, but he doesn't know how to talk about it. And so now we talk about the weather in Minnesota, because we don't know how to talk to each other. And we'll do that. I'm like, this is the dorkiest group of people ever. Just panning around this room.
I don't know what that game is that they're playing.
I don't either. It sort of looked like dominoes.
I don't know.
I've never known how to play dominoes. The only thing I've ever known how to do with dominoes is set them up so you can knock them over.
Oh, I know how to play dominoes.
Okay, I don't know how to play dominoes.
My other grandmother taught me. My other grandmother taught me like a bunch of gambling games and stuff like that. So
you really learned at the knees of your grandmothers.
I really did. I spent a lot of time with my grandmothers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had that, but I didn't. And Barry says he's happy to see Ethan joking, but he can tell there's something in his eyes that says he's going through something.
Okay.
And Ethan then tells them that it's that they're getting divorced, and it's been 9 fucking months.
Yeah, here we go. The fakey fake conversation. Lydia. Okay. I hate Lydia now. Can we just talk about this? I hate her. Her smirk, and she looks at Barry, and I want to slap it right off her face.
Well, it's her husband, so you know she has to get permission from him.
She looks at him like, this is what we've always wanted, Father.
Right.
Ugh.
All of them are so thrilled that he's getting divorced, which is gross. So, again, I've told how I had to try to break up with my second husband like 10 times. We split up in June of 2013. Fast forward to October. And I had been blogging a lot at that point, writing about kind of processing my divorce and just kind of processing where I was. I've said before, the year I turned 40, real bad year for me.
Yeah.
And I'd been posting it on Facebook, and I was still Facebook friends with my soon to be ex-sister-in-law.
Oh no.
Pat's brother's wife.
Okay.
And she messages me, and I remember the date because it was my friend Camilla's birthday. So it was October 17th. We broke up June 13th. Basically saying like, I don't know how to ask this, but are you and Pat separated? He hadn't told his family.
Oh my God.
They had a house at the shore. He had to have gone to that house all summer. He hadn't told his family.
Ew.
She asked me if his parents knew. And I'm like, I'm shocked you don't know. Like, how do you not know this? He hadn't told anybody.
Okay. Because he probably thought you were getting back together.
I don't know. But she said, is there anything you can do? I said, just make sure his brother supports him. Because I'll have him call tonight and check in on him. And I'm like, because that's when it clicked with me that like, she thought we just broke up.
Okay.
But I'm like, this happened the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
It was so fucking weird. So fucking
That's
weird.
a sign of somebody's just not like Barry says, are you in denial?
Yeah.
First of all, you don't know if you're in denial.
Right.
Because you're in denial.
True. It's kind of the nature of being in denial. You don't know you're doing it. Yeah. And he tells them that he hoped things would change after the summer and he hoped they could give it another go, but Olivia's not having it. Mariah says that she's hurt for him knowing what he's going through. And everyone's just dead quiet. I'm like, this is fucking weird. This whole thing is fucking weird.
It's weird. It's staged. I'm telling you. Lydia, you know who Lydia looks like?
Who?
Do you remember the shows?
Oh, God. Okay.
I was going for Stepford Wife, but I got something else. Okay.
Okay.
Do you remember the show Small Wonder with Vicky the Robot?
Yes.
Vicky the Robot.
If Vicky was blonde, yes, that's exactly what Lydia looks like now.
So I'm going to call her Small Wonder.
Okay.
So Small Wonder, like, Her head pivots to Barry, and she's like, ha 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 ha. It's really creepy.
I wish you could have seen Amy's face.
I'm gonna go back and forth on her between Miss Beadle and Small Wonder.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take either.
Okay.
Barry says he's sorry to hear, but says he isn't surprised and he thought it was coming, but
He's like, I gotta get down to Mr. Chick.
I'm feeling things. I need to go make a kill. I don't. Do you think anytime Barry feels something? Allegedly. Do you think anytime Barry feels something, he has to go take it out on somebody?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that seems right. That seems right to me.
And he runs there. He runs to Mr. Chick.
His damn thumb head. It's like Dexter. When Dexter was going through it, he had to go kill somebody.
Yes.
But he was only killing bad guys. That's how he justified it. But Barry's just killing women.
No. He's
just women.
Just blonde women between 18 and 24.
Allegedly.
Disappeared.
Allegedly.
And they all look like Lydia. Yes, father.
Okay. We're almost done. We got to get through this.
Okay.
And Barry's worried about Ethan because he knows how difficult divorce is. Kim.
Yeah, here we go.
And Barry and everyone says that they're all here for him and urge him to not be afraid to talk to them, come home to Cairo, get the support you need, whatever. Mariah says the last year was hard with her relationship with Ethan and they let things be issues that didn't need to be, aka Olivia. And Mariah says she never wants things to ever be in that place again. Ethan says it feels ironic that he had to let relationships go to just make things work. Even after all that, it still didn't work, but his family's here for him and Olivia isn't. I'm like, fuck you.
Because you didn't let them go.
You.
She wanted you to let go of their ideology as well, dude.
Right.
And you couldn't let that go.
Oh.
I can say don't talk to anybody in the cult, but if you're still espousing cult talk,
you're still in the cult.
You're still in the cult.
Micah says he's forgiven Olivia for most of the hurt.
Oh my God. Micah has forgiven Olivia.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God this vapid, stupid man has forgiven this woman because, that's what matters. Fuck you, Micah.
I'm sure Olivia sleeps better at night now.
She'll feel much better having seen this. Fuck you, Micah.
You've forgiven her for trying. Again, as I was talking about,
expose you to the world.
As I was talking about Mary Payne, if you carefully chart the trajectory of these people's lives, they are not better for not having Olivia in their lives.
No, everyone has gone to shit since Olivia, since they all disowned Olivia. Yes. Oh, fuck you. Barry asks if Ethan's in denial. He doesn't know because, again, you can't know if you're in denial because it's a thing. He tells them Olivia was there to do the paperwork and he told her he couldn't do it. Barry asks if he felt rushed and tells him, take as much time as you need.
Yeah, Barry's like, you gotta draw this out, boy.
Make her miserable. And I'm like, 9 months isn't rushing it.
No.
I get really enraged at those states that are like, you need to be separated legally for a year before. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
If I don't want to be married to this person anymore, I shouldn't have to be married to this person anymore.
I agree.
And the only reason you need to leave a marriage is because you're not happy. It doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Anything else. Yep.
Ethan says being home with his family and seeing his siblings will be good for him. I don't think so. And now we have to get all the kids out so that Ethan and Barry can have a fake talk. Barry gets his paper with his thing.
What I take away from this talk,
yeah,
the bar is so fucking low for these kids.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan is like, the fact that my dad said
let me back in his house.
One comforting sentence to me that, I think you have tried here.
Right. He's absolved. It's so weird.
It's so weird.
Barry says he's been through it and while it's different, it's the same. And then Barry goes on to mansplain the stages of grief. So we get through that. Ethan is depressed and Barry assures him that depression is just a visitor.
What are the stages of grief, Amanda?
Bargaining,
denial. Murdering and dismembering hitchhiker.
Yes, I believe that's the fourth one.
And then acceptance. Okay.
And acceptance.
All right, gotcha.
Allegedly. Oh God, we're gonna have the fucking FBI show up at our house soon. And Ethan beats himself up and thinks that he could have done something differently. And Barry's like, no, you did everything. That whore fucked you over.
And that sentence, Ethan's like, oh, hearing my dad say he thinks I tried everything is so comforting. Like, that is the comfort your father's giving you?
Oh my God.
Wow.
When my first husband and I decided we were divorcing, I went to my dad's house for dinner the next night. And the comfort he gave me was my running into his arms and sobbing as he held me.
Yes.
And him saying, oh, can you wait 1 second so I can take my leather jacket off? Because I was snotting all over it.
Okay. My dad, similarly, holding me as I'm sobbing, saying, who do I make the check out to? Let's get this done tomorrow.
That wasn't my dad's MO, but I know your family
story. My dad paid for my divorce.
Nice.
And gladly did so.
In his mind, money very well spent.
Yes. Very well spent. He'll tell you today.
Yes. Ethan says he isn't the same person he was a year and a half ago, but hearing Barry said he did everything he could, felt better. Ethan is only 25 and there's a whole life ahead of him. God, these kids are so young. And Barry encouraged him not to rebound into something. Okay,
Kim.
Ethan feels understood and that helps. And I am glad that he has that. I'm glad he feels like.
But the bar is so fucking low here.
So low. And Barry says that the little girls aren't there. They're with Kim. Barry asks Ethan.
He says with Kim.
Uh-huh. They
do this a lot. Yeah.
They either refer to their parents as their first name to each other or my mom.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like Ethan talking to Micah. So I was talking to my mom. It's your mom too.
I feel like Barry was trying to tell us that the girls were just visiting Kim and this was not a common occurrence.
No. And Barry wants to know if Ethan wants to see the little girls. He has no plan, but because I'm like, he doesn't want to see Kim.
No.
He does not want to deal with fucking Kim. And I don't blame her. Next on, we've got more fun at Barry's where Lydia is singing and good God, make it stop.
Okay, so you missed the part where Lydia and Olivia go out.
No, that's on the next on.
Oh, okay, because I have a comment on her outfit.
Okay, that's the next time on.
Sorry.
So we got Lydia singing, please, God, stop, make it stop.
Oh my God. Small wonder, shut your trap.
She's a terrible singer.
Jesus.
I mean, so am I, but like.
So am I. I'm not doing it on television.
That's right. I know when to sing and when not to sing.
100%.
Olivia does not, or Lydia does not. Olivia and Lydia Grace are out on the town. Now go ahead.
So Olivia, different from her business casual outfit that she wore in episode 1.
Her realtor outfit,
is now wearing... excuse me, the outfit that Christina Applegate wore in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead when she gets the real-time job and goes to the or Melanie Griffith in Working Girl when she it's like this big oversized blazer with nothing else on under it. It's very Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I love Working Girl so much.
Me
it's
too.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
Yep, loved it.
And I really, really, really love no, I can't think of her name. The one
Sigourney
who sings
Weaver.
The song. No.
Oh.
The woman who sings the song.
Working 9 to 5. That's not the song. Not our hero down part.
Let the river run.
I don't know that song.
That's like the song that's through the whole show.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Why can't I? Carly Simon.
Oh, I love Carly Simon.
I love Carly Simon.
Yes. Okay.
That was weird. Okay. Ethan goes to see the little girls and he has to see Kim and he's freaked out and he brought Micah and Mariah for armor or something. And Kim says Ethan is unpredictable. So she's nervous.
Yeah. Cause he'll tell you how it is.
Yeah.
He'll be honest with her, but not with anyone else.
It still was hot when he told Kim and Barry to fuck off. That was his wife.
That was peak.
hot.
That was peak.
That was peak Ethan.
Peak. Yeah. It's all downhill after that.
It's all downhill from there. But that's episode 2.
Wow. We really spent a lot of time here this morning.
We did.
I love this show. We could talk about for 17 hours.
I know. I love this show too. I could have just talked about, the tarot card thing for 17 hours, but you're a non-believer, so fuck off.
Yeah, I'm a non-believer. I really
pull
am.
a card for you right now, Amy.
Okay, go ahead. Watch, it'll be the death card and I'll start crying.
Oh. To show you what a good tarot card person I haven't taken the plastic.
She hasn't even opened them. You're a poser. You're a poser.
I bought these and I bought a book because I wanted to learn about tarot. And apparently I abandoned that plan. So I will not be pulling a card for you. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I feel better. I don't know what that card would have said. Maybe it would have said you're going to be the next victim of the Mr. Chick Killer.
Maybe. Stay out of Cairo. Don't go get chicken.
Stay out.
Don't go to the chicken shop.
So, Amanda, coming up on Little Miss Recap. So you're going to
Amanda learns tarot apparently is also on the
You're
list.
going to hear this next week while Amy is on vacation.
Yes, you will. You'll be on vacay.
Am I vacationing though? Because I'm taking my kids. Is it a vacation? Not really.
It's going to be that meme of mom goes on vacation to the beach and does dishes in a different location.
Yeah.
So
coming up next, you will be hearing Gypsy Rose episode 6 and 7. I was texting you. I don't know what to do about this Rod situation. It's alarming.
I was having dinner with a friend and Amy's texting me, "Where are you? I'm in my feels about Rod. Help me." Usually I answer you right away, but I was busy. And
I was like, "Where are you?" Upset. I was very upset. Okay, so that'll be coming up, and then you're getting some more My So-Called Life this weekend. So you got a few things coming this weekend.
Yeah, so it's an action-packed day.
It's all Patreon stuff, but it's
awesome.
There.
That's okay.
And Sister Wives Rewatch. It's all, and then more Forbidden Love. I'm assuming we love the show. I don't know.
Assuming we love it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I think
TBD. All right. Oh, one thing I did want to announce.
Oh,
House of the Dragon will be late this week.
Okay,
you'll be getting it like Friday or Saturday.
Okay,
so just so you know.
And UK.
No, UK will be late. I'm sorry, not House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon, I'm going to record on vacation.
Okay.
But UK, they fucked us.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
unless somehow the screeners can arrive this weekend if one of our sources can hook us up.
Yeah. We got our feelers out there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for supporting the show. If you haven't already, check out our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends, and do me a favor. Like us on YouTube. I'm trying to grow our YouTube channel a little bit. So I would like to get to 500 likes. I'm at 300.
Okay.
So if you could just go over there and click subscribe.
And you never have to look at it again if you're not a YouTube person.
Yeah.
Just go there, like it, and be done.
It's youtube.com/Little Miss Recap.
There you are. Easy peasy.
So, all right, guys. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.